starting now.
Mm.
All right, everybody, we're live. This time I'm not dropping any frames. And I've got BoIt with us with the Bill Gregg Open 1v1 tournament, the semifinals of the losers bracket. And this is Kimo versus Matreiuss. And like I said, I got BoIt with me. How you doing, my man?
Hi. Always well when I'm casting Age of Mythology with the great Chrono JJ. So,
this guy knows how to butter me up. You should talk to my wife a little bit. Tell her how to talk nice to me. But you listening, honey? Anyway, we don't want it to be too late tonight, and I'm gonna have to turn off my little thing that lets you see my screen. And we are going to be about ready to go. We've got Kimo versus Matreiuss. We've got our maps on the screen for you. It is, let's see, Frozen Wastes, Painted Desert, Alfheim, Oasis, and Arctic Craters. Probably seeing a lot of Ra versus Poseidon. That's my guess.
yeah. Yeah, it seems to be, Ra seems to be one of the gods, one of the better of the Egyptian gods that can deal with Poseidon, because Ra doesn't have to rely on the ancestors to get anything done. So,
Yeah,
that's why we're seeing that. But, I mean, Poseidon, but Set's just, I reckon Set's just as good against Poseidon on all of these maps. So, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I will say that it seems like Matreiuss maybe struggled a little bit. I mean, I think he picked one win off of Joe's Ra, but Kimo's a lot better than Joe with Ra, is my opinion.
The Joe Matreiuss series was super close. It was 3-2.
But I wouldn't say
3 wins to 2 losses,
Yeah.
and the last game was super close. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was
I can't remember now. It's been a little bit, but yeah. Let's real quick. I'll show you guys the brackets. Man, wouldn't you know? This thing is telling me I'm dropping some frames again. This is weird. But whatever. Well, I don't got time to play around, mess around with my internet. But it might be because the wife is doing things over on her end. But let's see. Let's show you the brackets real quick, guys. So we are in the losers semifinals. So we got down here in the bottom, what is it, Matreiuss versus Kimo. The winner of this will move on to play Skady. The winner of that will move on to our tournament finals against Joe, who's kind of just sitting there waiting. And yes, Polash Shelty is out. He got out all the way. He lost his first 2 matches of the double-elim. Coincidentally, he lost to the 2 players that we have tonight. He lost to Matreiuss, and then he lost to Kimo.
Yep. Yes, Shelty was 1 game away from beating Kimo. Yes, in a sweep, and then it was all.
That was all downhill after. Well, then it was all Kimo switching to Ra, I think. And that was that. How is the quality, Polash? Is it okay? My screen has to be because my wife is streaming some sort of nonsensical TV show. But we'll see. Yeah, he tried his Hades, but his Hades isn't his Ra. But if it does go long tonight, we might have to split this up into 2 series. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Poseidon v Ra tonight. So you ready to go, BoIt?
I'm ready.
All right.
When you're ready.
All right. Let me load up the recorded game here, and we'll try to stay on sync as much as possible. And I'm seeing, Robbie Poseidon. the crazy keyboarding. This guy types on his keyboard like he plays the piano.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, well, let's get this countdown. How's the quality, Flame? Is it okay? All right, you ready to get this party started here?
Let's make it a party.
All right, a party.
But actually, 1 second. Let me
Oh,
just
one
go.
second. This guy needs a second. I don't have time.
That looks great. That looks great. I'm glad that you don't have a second, so let's begin.
Holy crap! Now I just swallowed my water wrong.
Oh,
All right.
JJ, dude.
Oh man, I'm dying. All right.
All right, well, now we have another second. Let's quickly fix everything up. Okay.
All right.
We're good.
Let's get this together. We ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, let's go!
What is going on, everyone? My name is BoIt, and I am joined with the fabulous Chrono JJ for another bunch of games here for the Bill Gregg Open. Spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color playing as Ra. His name is Kimo. Is playing today in the red color playing as Matreiuss. Playing as Matreiuss. I just said playing as Matreiuss. He is playing as Poseidon, and his name is Matreiuss. And the map is Frozen Wastes. And Chrono JJ already laughing at my inability to speak. What do you got to say for yourself?
Well, he's basically the only guy who plays Poseidon these days, so you might as well just call it Matreiuss.
Yeah.
The god Matreiuss.
Yes, the god Matreiuss. It's a thing. I reckon when he wins this tournament, spoilers, just kidding. We don't know. We don't know who won these games, but when he wins this tournament, he gets to claim the prize of swapping Poseidon's name to Matreiuss.
We could do that with the patch, actually.
Yeah, we should.
We could. But yeah,
so talk to the powers that be.
Yes, that is me. So yeah, Poseidon v Ra on this map. Ooh, what I'm seeing, it is the only one gold mine in the base, which I think maybe puts this in the Poseidon favor. Because this map can have two small gold mines. If it has two small gold mines, I like Ra here. With one, it can be hard to get that second gold mine.
Yeah, for sure. It plays a lot like Ghost Lake, in that, you only have 4 gold mines on this map. It's really hard to wall in the gold mines and protect them. Even if you chuck up a Migdol stronghold on it, Poseidon can oftentimes just walk in with his Hippocon and kill everything. And yeah.
Give me 1 second. I got an alarm going on in the background.
Oh, please don't be burning your house down or anything like that. So yes. Got relics on this map. Let's talk about the relics. We have Odin's Wand over here, negative 20% temple upgrades. Comes in a little bit handy for the Ra player, making that Shadoof a touch cheaper, but generally speaking, we don't see it grabbed. And the Tower of Cestus over here. This one's a really nice relic, especially on this map where you're probably going to be seeing Ra throw up some watchtowers from that large gold mine to secure it. Going against Hippocon, getting crenellations plus the Tower of Cestus relic can come in some big handy. Very nice. So we'll see if Kimo spots that relic or not. I don't think he will. It is on the other side of the map. So
yeah, I doubt he'd get either of those relics at this point. Yeah, and the other thing to note is, as well as gold mines forward, town centers are also forward too, which does make it a little bit tricky for the Ra to go to town center. Yeah,
this is to me, this looks like a map where Kimo needs to go double monument, a Sphinx here, and if he goes Shadoof or if he goes up Tar, it's going to be super hard for him to win. But if he can get out a couple of Sphinx and play really well with those, not lose any to Heroes Australia or whatever, and then he can use Eclipse to potentially reverse the gold staff situation or get his own second gold mine and go from there. So we'll see what he chooses to do though.
Yeah, I think I'd mostly agree with that. The best it's a bit more of an all-in, but you're right. If you can't survive with the Ta is generally more defensive, but you really can't be super defensive on this map because then you'll get gold stars. So it's kind of 50-50, I'd say. But I think if you're right, if you're very careful with your Sphinx, you can get a lot of use out of them along with the Petsuchos with Eclipse, and then you can grab your gold mines with that.
Yeah. There's a couple of like funny. I mean, we're probably not seeing the 2 monument fast here because only got 1 monument up at this point. So, but there's a couple of things you can do. You can go for like semi-fast heroics and do the Posiedon and Sphinx Eclipse play, or you can mass Spearman and Sphinx and just straight go for that gold staff. But we are seeing the Theseus is in here at the 4 minute and 40 second mark, poking away at these villagers,
It is
running
Ptah.
away back into the base.
It is Ptah coming up too. It's a very slow advance actually. For the
yeah, I think this is just a one town center fast heroic from Kimo.
Has to be.
There's no chance for him to go 2 town centers here.
Yeah, has to be. And I would say if you're going to do 1 town center, I think he could have aged up a little bit faster or just not gone to that forward hunt. I feel like he probably lost more than he gained walking all the way there and then getting pushed off. He's going to get a forward town center.
He's going for the town center. Ooh. This is risky. Theseus is out. Hippolyta's out. Hippocon coming. And the scout's already spotted it. Yeah. There is shifting sands.
There is shifting sands.
Away some units, but and Matreiuss is kind of on the wrong side. He's got the Catastropus poking away at the Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's got I don't know why he ran away. He needs to keep it on there. And
he's gonna be here though.
The scout needed to get on the Pharaoh sooner though. Okay.
Yeah, he may pick off the Wadger, but I don't think he's gonna stop this town center from. Maybe he will. There's the shifting sands.
Okay, on the Hippolyta.
Yeah, that's standard.
I think the town center will go up.
Yeah, it's up, but at what cost?
The Hippocon not. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's a Wadget, a Pharaoh, and a villager for just HP damage onto the Poseidon army.
And
there's 2 town centers now.
And shifting sands.
And shifting sands. There is Shadufa, pickaxes up. Matreiuss stole some goat as well.
So Matreiuss can hunt too. That's very important when he sees this. Is he can safely hunt for the next at least probably 2.5 minutes before he has to worry about a locust. But yeah, that was definitely high value. But now Matreiuss gets kind of in the question, what does he do here? Does he grab a town center? Does he go full Hippocon, or does he go to age 3? And I see an armory.
It's looking like it's looking like age 3 armory going up 7 minutes and 5 seconds into the game. I like this because if you can spam out some Nemean Lions, which Matreiuss loves to do, the heroic age Ptah and Hathor just doesn't compete that well with the Nemean Lions, and you can't really build priests because you don't have the gold to do so.
Yeah, Matreiuss likes this semi-quick heroic.
Well, not only that, it also gives him access to Curse, which will slow down the army of Kimo even more. And he's only got 1,500 gold to play with, and Curse probably kills off like 5 Migdol units. So that's already, you're already looking at like 250, 300 gold of Migdol units just from Curse.
Matreiuss did kill that one monument too. He killed the monument.
Oh wow, I missed that.
Yeah, he lost the centaur and a lot of hit points on his hero. He almost might as well just delete Theseus and rebuild him. Yeah,
we don't see that very often. This is actually really good for Kimo, because when the significant fight comes in, Kimo just picks off both the heroes and his pursuit just goes to work. We do see like quite a few villagers on wood as well for Kimo, so it's looking like he's probably going to make some chariot archers. Yeah. But also the other issue is, because this town center has gone up, you're fairly certain of which side Kimo is going to go for that second gold mine initially, because it's close to the town center. So you can just sit your army, like all your army there, maybe leave one Hippocon over the other side just in case.
That's a quick age up for the Poseidon here. He's going to be about 30 seconds faster.
Yeah, 9-minute heroic off one town center with Hippocon, and he's going to be able to build Prodromus as well now. So
Yeah.
that counters those cavalry super hard.
Needs to keep line of sight of that gold mine on the right.
Yeah, he's sending some Hippocon over
There
there
he
now.
is.
So
Yep. Oh, there he is.
he should just leave the. He could just leave like one low HP Hippocon over there.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be worried too much about villagers going this way. It's further walking distance, and you're going to be able to make the move over there fast enough. And there's the rock. Going to get poked away by the Hippolyta.
He did
Doesn't
delete.
die, but
He did delete Theseus and rebuild him. That's good.
Nice. Migdal Stronghold going up in the base. I mean, this is standard. And we see a marker going up for Kimo as well. So he's obviously going to start trading to get out as many units as he possibly can.
Yeah, probably sell a little bit of wood eventually. It's gonna be hard. I feel like for Kimo, he's only got 200 gold left in his gold mine. I think it's gonna be hard for him to get that gold mine.
Yeah, and Matreiuss sees this as well. He's going pretty all in on this. Is he? He's not even building any military.
He's going H4. He's going up Artemis. I don't like that. I
don't like it, but I don't hate it either. I would never think to do this because I feel like it's just a straightforward win. But Artemis here kills off his Migdal Stronghold, which
that's a nice
is another.
Curse.
And then the curse picks off, like I said, four or five Migdal units.
And 4 vills.
He's not going to have enough. Maybe he will have enough army over here with the Hippolyta, Nemean Lion, and Theseus. If he can pick off the Pharaoh, then this Nemean Lion does work.
He doesn't because the Villies can tank so much damage.
That's very true.
They have Skin of the Rhino.
Beefy villages, and Matreiuss has to just let this gold mine get taken here. So he's this is.
See, I think.
Yeah.
I think you go all out. I think you go for the gold starve.
That's the simple, straightforward way you win this one, but maybe Matreiuss doesn't feel confident in his abilities there against Kimo. And Kimo's getting some nice rock drops with this Bestustios running around. But Hippolyta's on the chase.
Yeah, she is. I mean, you're spending $2,000 for Earthquake and a Chimera, essentially.
Yeah. The Chimera is really strong against Heroic Age Ra, though.
Yeah, but that's just one Chimera. I mean, you're going to use Earthquake probably on the Migdal.
And there's a Locust comes down, doesn't kill that many villagers, but all of the rest of this army should pick off the rest of these villages. And that's pretty brutal, given that Matreiuss is sitting one town center. The Chimera should come over and help out a little bit here. Earthquake coming down in the base of Kimo picks off a bunch of buildings, but it's not going to kill the town center or the Migdal Stronghold. And that's what Matreiuss wanted to die. Either one of them dying would have been good. But he's on the gold mine now.
Yeah, Kimo is kind of housed, not terrible.
Yeah, sitting at 80 population with like 3k resources in the bank, I'd say he's housed.
But, I mean, he's not housed that bad. I mean, he puts up a few houses, but... And Matreiuss lost a few Prodromos in the middle, fighting against chariots. So
more Chimera coming out, though.
Kimo's gonna go Mythic.
Yeah, has to get Son of Osiris out so he can, or has to get mummies out basically so he can counter these Chimera. And they will counter.
Yeah, I think that will be enough to save Kimo here, because Matreiuss only at one town center this whole game, and the Locust killed with the Vills killed, or the Locust with the Chariots killed probably about 7 Vills. That's a ton of eco. That's gone.
Yeah. I mean, both players have lost villagers, but I think because Kimo's been 2 town centers for so long, his economy is a touch stronger than Matreiuss. Matreiuss getting a 2nd town center now, so he should be able to make something happen. He's not out of the game by any stretch.
But I mean, just unupgraded Hippocon are just not good against chariots.
No, they're not. they get minced.
Like as soon as he hits
and
Osiris, he gets the gold mine.
yeah,
Even
and the
before
Pharaoh's
that.
out as well. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, he loses the Nemean line as well. Chimera gets in here and gets a nice special onto them, but as the skin of the Rhino, you need to get like 2 or 3 specials to really get that brutal pick off.
There's just no army for Matreiuss here.
Yeah, Matreiuss is dealing with the cavalry raids pretty well with the Prodromus in the back and the Hippolyta. So at least he's not taking any damage. We've got the 2 Chimera in here, another burn onto these villages, and a lot of them are dying at this point. Son of Osiris does get cast. Now you have to be super careful with your Chimera. You need to be avoiding the mummy that's out and avoiding the Son of Osiris. So you can't really attack for a while now. You have to somehow pick off those Myth units and Son of Osiris before you can attack with those Chimera. Otherwise, you just wasted 600 gold and 60 favor.
But yeah, those Vil losses really don't matter to Kimo. I mean, he's got so many more Vils than Matreiuss. What is he? It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I mean, Matreiuss can potentially. Well, it's a bit too slow, but if you could get 3 town centers up and prevent this third from Kimo, he could definitely catch up on the village account. But it's a bit slow, especially compared to the pushing power with Ra. You just get out a catapult, and you start marching forward. But I assume Matreiuss is just going to leave his Chimera off to the side, and when Kimo leaves this spot, he just moves in and burns the villagers alive. We do see the 3rd town center coming up for Kimo at 15 minutes and 40 seconds.
I don't see any reason though why Kimo would leave. Well, he's kind of leaving now, but you know, you'd think he'd at least leave the mummy there.
Yeah, you just have to leave the mummy there. But then Atlanta comes in and picks off the mummy. Then the Chimera come in. So Matreiuss is playing this pretty smart, but Kimo's on top of it. He's kind of sees what's happening. Atlanta moves in to check out where the mummy is. Sees no mummy. He's ready to move in with the Chimera. There is the Son of Osiris in here. Son of Osiris does some crazy amounts of damage, and you see one attack onto that Chimera almost does like a quarter of his HP.
Yeah, you just can't do anything with the Chimera right now.
Yeah.
As soon as, let's see, we're getting a third mummy soon, maybe?
Yeah, at this point, I think Matreiuss needs to just take villagers off favor and pop them onto those goat that he's got left in his base. These Chimera are not going to help him out.
He has no
He's
eco
got his
upgrades.
his 3rd town center is up though. He's got pickaxe husbandry. That's gonna hurt.
And Kimo's got really nice eco upgrades. Whoa.
Of course, yeah. Oh, he's got flood control. That's insane.
Yeah, I just don't like. I think that quick mythic here is just so low, well, so high risk and little reward.
Yeah. We saw why though, because like he hit all of these houses in the middle, but he didn't kill the Migdol or the town center. If he killed the Migdol, then that stops production, which kind of was what happened by killing the houses anyways. So maybe it wouldn't have even mattered.
It wouldn't have, because he was pushed off of gold anyway, and he didn't produce army. He just moved away and had a ton of resources already because of being at 2 town centers for so long. So I think you have to. I mean, if you're gonna age heroic, I'm okay with that, but then you got to push hard.
Yeah, we see the catapult is on this town center getting picked off here, but Matreiuss manages to kill off almost every single one of those villagers on that gold mine there. He has to cast ceasefire to save this town center.
Oh man, that was a roasting.
Roasting indeed.
Man.
But now we're gonna see the wall coming up, and this wall basically makes it next to impossible to deal with this army. And Kimo has done this thing which I have been speaking about for a while now, and a lot of Egyptian players have not been listening to me. But Kimo, finally, you don't build spearmen until you have line upgrades, because they're useless as unupgraded spearmen. So just get your barracks up, get your upgrades, and then build them. Once they're champion, they're so good at dealing with the Hippocon, and that's what Kimo's done. So he's not gonna have any like wasted resources in those spearmen. They're just gonna be good.
Oh, that gold mine there. Yeah, Matreiuss could get on it as soon as Cease is
Oh,
done.
this is gonna be another huge roasting. These Chimera. Oh, the laborers just get completely scorched there, and that's huge. That gives Matreiuss back the villager lead. I think just picking off those two gold mines. Now he has to fight this army though, which is going to be super hard without having any upgrades on these Hippocon.
But the
The
mummies.
Ultimus is in the back.
Yeah. No mummies.
No mummies. This Chimera are going to do a little work, and they are actually. But you're just not going to be able to kill off this son of Osiris.
No.
It's just dying too slow, and these Chimera are just getting picked off. Well, Atlanta comes in though. That's forcing the son of Osiris back, and it's going to allow these Chimera to just completely decimate the army. So that's really good for Matreiuss here. But Matreiuss does lose his town center.
Yeah, just right at the end.
Yeah. And he didn't actually manage to pick off all of those chariots. The champion chariots came through, and it gave most of them enough HP to survive that last special attack from the Chimera. And I don't think that Matreiuss is going to be able to get this town center back up anytime soon.
No. Kind of surprised. Where are the mummies? I guess there's one by that gold mine.
Yeah, you kind of have to leave the mummies where your villages are, just in case Chimera raid comes. There's no other way to defend against it. So Kimo is playing it smart. Oh, another nice roast, kills off a couple of chariot archers there. The Toxotes in the back trying to pick off that son of Osiris. You can't lose this son of Osiris. If you lose it, then this army from Matreiuss starts running over the Kimo army.
That's a nice wall.
Oh, it's actually open though.
No, it is. It's not so nice. It looked good.
Oh, and the son of Osiris goes down. The son of Osiris is down. There is a mummy that's joined to the fight though, so kind of replacing the threat there. But the mummy's easy to deal with when you get out Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Run that Atlanta and you do the damage. Oh, another huge Chimera raid onto the gold mine of Kimo here in the back. Just picking off so many villages right now.
That son of Osiris died a little easy, I feel like.
Yeah. All it takes is like 20 or like 10 seconds of distraction.
Yeah.
And then you can pick up Osiris. It's pretty brutal.
That gold mine on the right though is so big for Kimo right now.
Yeah, he's got so many villages. And even though these Chimera raids keep coming in, Kimo's just got villages on auto queue. So if he picks off like 9 villages, they're all back in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not the biggest deal at this stage in the game getting those raids.
Pilots are trying to get that mummy. Oh.
Yeah, and Kimo's making a move in now. He's got champion chariots, he's got champion spearmen, he's got watchtowers coming up onto this gold mine. The gold mine for Matreiuss has just expired, so he's going to have to move over onto the other side of the map.
But the Chimera coming in, and there's no mummy right now.
Yeah, he just runs in, uses his special, and then runs out. Super smart usage. The Chimera are not... Yeah, they're not the best when they don't have their special up, but when they do, they roast. We are at 22 minutes and 25 seconds as well currently. Oh, the mummy gets a kill. The mummy gets a kill on that Chimera Tyrant. And but the Chimera one hit the mummy with their special.
Yeah.
That was huge. There's no fortress up for Matreiuss to deal with these watchtowers, so he's really going to be struggling here to secure this town. Yeah.
Man, the Chimera though are so fun to watch. It's a fun unit to watch. Ooh. That's well used. They can do so much. Like he should be. Oh, there's another mummy coming up though.
Yeah, the mummies are going to be spamming out. I think Kimo's got 4 monuments up. Yeah, he's got 4 monuments up, so these mummies come out like once every minute or so. Yeah, they're popping out fast.
And Matreiuss's eco upgrade still.
Even more raids. Just those Chimera raids are so disgusting. It's just keeping Matreiuss in the game for sure. Picking up the camel caravans as well. Town centers now coming up for Kimo though, so he's going to be 4 town centers,
Yeah.
which yet again makes the raids less effective because it now gives 4 villages every 15 seconds of replenishment.
It's got those Petrobolas behind a wall though over there, but
yeah, that's really big. The villagers are going to be trying to siege down the wall, which they can do, but there is a Chimera Tyrant in the back, going to start roasting them. But only one of them is not going to really be enough there. The villagers do bash the wall down. That's going to allow the mercenary cavalry in here. And now the villagers are on top of the fortress. Righto. And the Chimera come in and they just walk straight up to those mummies there and pick them off without losing any of them. That's huge. And his Toxotes in the back going to deal with those champion spearmen.
That was because the mummies used their special right before the Chimera came in.
Man, Matreiuss is so good at using these Chimera. Like, he's on top of the mummies. He's played this matchup so much. Just knows what he's doing.
Oh, that mummy on the right is gonna get the. Oh, got the man.
Yeah, he gets the Chimera, and the Theseus doesn't even pick off the other mummy either. But here's the issue. Oh, actually, Kimo doesn't even have mud brick. I was gonna say the issue with trying to siege down a town center in this situation for Matreiuss is Ra can have architects and mud brick, but not having that means that the town center actually goes down. And now we've got some militia here to help out.
Oh, that mummy though.
Yeah, he's in. He's looking for blood, but he's not going to find it.
Yeah, it's just careful use of the Chimera is what's saving Matreiuss, because he has no business being in this game right now. But he's played the Chimera. He's played really well with.
That roast on the top gold mine. It's just like, it's so disgusting seeing it, but you just know that with, like, as we've been saying, this is just keeping Matreiuss even here. It's not like, if he doesn't get these raids, it's like Kimo just gets so far ahead, and now Kimo's kind of Matreiuss is going all in on this town center, sending some villagers forward. He's trying to siege this down and stop Kimo getting this town center back up, because he knows he needs a 3rd town center to continue in this game.
He just doesn't have the eco Matreiuss does. I mean, his eco upgrades are still awful.
Yeah, he's only building villages from 1 town center as well, and there's the tap out. GG. Kimo manages to hang on there.
Yeah, I mean, the Chimera raids look great. It kept Matreiuss in, but I just don't understand the earthquake. I think it's so low value.
Here's the thing that I think with Matreiuss, and I could be very wrong, and he may disagree with me, but I think Matreiuss goes into these games with a plan in mind, and he doesn't react to the map. So his plan in mind here was, okay, I'm going to have to fight against a two small gold mine or 2 medium gold mine Ra on Frozen Wastes. My strategy is going to be semi-fast mythic. I'm going to try and prevent the 2nd town center. Probably not going to be able to. And then we're going to go for Chimera raids. Instead, what he got was 1 gold mine Frozen Wastes, and with really bad gold mines, a really bad 2nd town center with the trees blocking those elk, and it was just a clear opportunity for either stay classical age, mass medium hippocon and gold star, or do a semi-fast heroic and curse gold star with Nemean Lion. But he did neither of those things and didn't get the free win there, and allowed Kimo to just do his thing.
Because yeah, at the 12, when Earthquake is used, he is behind 29 Vils. He's behind 30 Vils at that point, and yeah, I mean, you'd have to just like the earthquake would have to kill like almost every single building for it to be worth. I mean, he played great with the Chimera, but
Yeah.
I think it was that that semi-quick heroic could have been what he needed to do there. That's my opinion. I mean, I can't. Neither of us are playing at this point in this tournament. You didn't even sign up. I lost right away. But yeah, it's
Just to clarify, I would be in the finals. You know
be.
that, right?
You would be. You would be.
Alrighty then. Let's move on to the next game, shall we?
Yeah, let's real quick. I'm loading up my putting my things up here. Oh, and the Poseidon. Yeah, good game, man. Those Chimera though were fun to watch. They sure were. Just
Yeah. Imagine like for a second how good this would have been if Matreiuss was even with Kimo in terms of economy. If he went 2 town centers into this style, like Kimo would not was like I don't think Kimo would have kept up, you know?
but yeah, I don't know. It's
Like
easy
as a foreshadowing for what is to come potentially.
well, you can't. Yeah, Ra's weakness is early. You can't let Ra solidify, and I just anyway. I think it's an opportunity lost for Matreiuss there, but well played by Kimo, and Matreiuss well played to stay in it for so long. But opportunity lost, I'd say. But let's move on to game number 2. What map is game number 2? I guess I could just load it up and see. It is Oho Painted Desert, which might play kind of similarly, actually. You ready to go?
Half a second. And that is half a second.
All right, well, let's get going. 3, 2, 1, and go.
What is going on, everyone? My name is BoIt, and I am joined with the effervescent Chrono JJ in this exquisite game of Age of Mythology, the Titans. We've got Kimo spawning on the left side of the map with the blue color playing as Ra, and his opponent today in the red color playing as Poseidon. His name is Matreiuss. The map is Painted Desert. It's currently 1-0 for Kimo. We've been seeing some very exciting games so far. Wouldn't you say, Chrono?
I would say. The whole tournament's been great. The first game was a lot of up and down. Maybe a questionable strategy, but the Chimera raids were awesome, but still not quite enough. And I feel like this map is better than Frozen Waste for the Ra. Especially with that gold mine on the top right, pretty close to that town center. And the same thing in the bottom left. Also has a decent gold mine for Kimo next to that town center.
Man, Matreiuss, if I'm right about Matreiuss, he's not going to do this. If I'm not right, the best strategy on this map right now for Matreiuss is an Ares rush. Just look at it. Just look at the map. This is GG at 8 minutes if Matreiuss plays this correctly and Kimo can't micro, or Matreiuss's micro is good.
I mean, you can't. It used to be something seen a little bit more often against the Ra. Was the use of the pestilence on that Migdol when it comes up. Haven't really seen that much lately. Like just with all players, you haven't really seen the Ares usage. And
yeah, this isn't even about using pestilence on a Migdol though. This is about using your Cyclops to pick off that exposed home gold mine.
It is. No, you're right. I didn't notice that. It is very exposed.
Exactly. Hippolyta plus Cyclops. What do you do? What do you do as Ra?
Well, you got your Pharaoh.
You do have your Pharaoh, and Hippolyta deals with that. That's the point.
Well, but then you shift. Then you see. I don't think you can. I think the shifting sands. You shift Hippolyta away.
So excuse me. Just dying. Bit of coronavirus.
Oh jeez, oh no. Hope it can't spread through the stream. Yeah, the Ares rush is it can work as we've seen him do it against Atlantean. I don't know if you can do it against a Ra with shifting sands. And my fear is that I think we'll see pretty much the same thing from Kimo as the 2-town center. Though, does he know about a gold? He does know that bottom gold mine is near that town center, so I'm pretty sure we'll see a 2-town center Ptah from Kimo again. And so now the question becomes, what does Matreiuss do? Does he try what he did last game? Does he switch it up?
Well, I just think that, I mean, he doesn't even have to go Ares. He can just go Hermes, and I think all he really needs to do is position that Hippolyta on top of this gold mine, and then prevent the large gold mine on the bottom from being gathered from like Hippocon.
He could
if he just can go one, if he can just go one town center and be aggressive, I think he does. I think he has a real good shot at just clinching this game based on the map.
He could get some damage, and it depends on whether or not Kimo walls off that cliff to temple location there.
Yeah, he needs to save the gold for his second town center first, and we do see Theseus is out, and my god, these something serious is going on.
Yeah, what's up, Invert? Good to have you on board. And remind me, Roadrunner, after the game, I'll get you that mod.
I hope I muted that so that you didn't get the full force of the sirens.
You did mute something.
Kimo moving forward with some Pharaoh priest shenanigans. Gonna be greeted by the Theseus. This is not what you want to see if you're Kimo. You take some free hits, and guitar does come in here. You see a barracks coming up for Kimo as well.
Wow, so this is different. One thing I like about Kimo is that he does tend to play a very aggressive Ra, which is so much more fun to watch than your typical defensive Ra, which can just be so incredibly boring and lame to watch. Oh, he's gonna kill that Temple Billy.
Oh, this is something we haven't seen. I mean, this is super aggressive and very low risk reward, and he's getting some really nice stuff here. So the shifting sands onto the Hippolyta, gonna push off this gold line as well. These villagers are gonna be almost dying. Pharaoh does have that nerf on him though, so only gonna be doing 50% damage to the villagers.
He's getting hands to the Pharaoh though to counter that.
Yeah. Some spearmen coming in. Centaur did some damage onto the villagers gathering from the giraffe. The second town center is just about up for Matreiuss. Stable coming down. This is really aggressive from Kimo. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
It is. There's no hunt by that bottom town center either. Matreiuss might have a hard time keeping Villi production. Well, he's got those 2 rhinos next to his main town center.
He's got 800 food he can play with here.
Oh, Kimo losing
this gold mine, like we were talking about how bad Kimo's gold mine is, but Matreiuss's gold mine is equally as bad. So somehow Kimo has managed to know about that. Somehow.
The giraffe.
Okay.
A little bit of the raid up on the top there. Oh, picking off a Villi.
Yep, nice raids from Kimo so far. Somehow managing to find those villagers as well. Just happily gathering on that top side. I mean, surprised he didn't go and check the gazelle over there first. Just went for the top food.
Well, he doesn't know.
Very lucky.
He doesn't know where about the gazelle though yet.
Oh, but you know that there's going to be a spawn of hunt on. Well, you expect there's a spawn of hunt on both sides of the map. Right? Yeah. And if I were Kimo, or if I was in that position, because he wouldn't have scouted the map very much. I would have gone down first and then up to just check all of that. But he does get lucky and finds the villagers.
Here comes the spearman on the other gold mine.
Oh, and Matreiuss isn't building villages from both of his town centers at this point.
Now, see, that's what I said. I don't know if he can keep up the production.
Man, yeah, these spearmen just coming onto this gold mine, onto this side of the map here, all over it. Just Kimo finding villages left, right, and center.
Little counter raid coming up by Matreiuss up on the top hunt, though. Maybe if he gets distracted by this pharaoh building a tower next to his gold mine.
Oh yeah, the watchtower is going to come up. That's going to protect his home gold mine enough here, and that's going to prevent the Hippolyta shenanigans from coming in.
That feels good.
Oh wow, are you in front of me?
I might be.
What's the time for you?
I'm at 8:30.
Oh god. Okay, we caught up. Now you're going fast.
I've just hit that button too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, Matreiuss. He's going to push off this hunt up the top here. He's going to pick off the pharaoh. There's some spearmen here to help out.
3 town centers for Matreiuss.
Ooh, I like it. I like the 3 town centers. He's walled off this. He realizes Kimo's just built his own second town center.
Yeah. So
he can go 3 town centers and keep this villager advantage going on. And he has finally started villager production on both of his town centers. So he's got some room to play with here, some boom to play with, as it were.
Yeah, he has the time because of all the effort that Kimo put into the raids, but Kimo now will, and he stopped the military production for a while now. He hasn't made it any since those last spearmen. So Kimo's just going to go to heroic now, and Matreiuss will be a decent time behind him. And Kimo then might be able to throw down a bunch of Migdal unit raids and potentially a pretty strong push in a town center. So Matreiuss is going to eco up now, but I don't know if he'll get enough of an eco to keep up with Kimo.
Well, the rain does come down, and this basically allows Kimo to get to the heroic age and then potentially straight to the mythic age as well.
Should be empowering his town center with that priest, though.
Yeah, loses got quite a bit on that extra food. Gets the gold mine income, but gold doesn't come in as fast as food when you're raining.
Right.
Total resources is not as much.
Yeah, they got the same pop count right now, and Kimo is like way ahead in resources. Like he got a lot of value. He's got a lot of value with those raids, and it's fun to see that. You don't see that very often.
Yeah. There's not a lot you can do right now as Poseidon. Like, basically, you want to just straight to the mythic age because the Ra player is really walled up, really defensive. Like, you could potentially push off this large gold mine. There's still the gold mine in the base. Just got 900 gold left in it. You do see another pharaoh get picked off there. That's huge. And now the Hippocon kind of have free reign on these villages for just a little bit. They are skin of the... Well, they're not even skin of the rhino, so can lose a couple of those.
Yeah, skin of the rhino is very important. Oh, he is researching it now. It's a very important tech to get. It's a very, very good one.
Well, it's just like it just saves so much HP on your villagers and potentially saves lives, you know?
Yeah, for 50 food and 5 favors, well worth it.
Yeah, and you get it from the temple now as well, so you don't even delay the villager production. And Hathor has come through. Matreiuss cutting villages or just forgetting to build villages in his hometown center. Maybe looking to go to that classical or heroic age himself.
Well, he's housed right now. But
I don't... Classic.
Wonder if he's been idle at that town center for a long time, because it wasn't... When I checked 2 minutes ago, it wasn't making any.
It wasn't built, maybe he's just forgotten about it. It's the woes of auto queue.
He might have made a hero out of it and forgotten to make a Villi after.
Or maybe. Forgotten to push auto queue after.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, so now we're gonna see, and Kimo kind of has, now he has a decision he can make. Does he push hard in Heroic Age, or does he kind of tech up and go to Mythic? I think he's gonna push here, or at least get raids in.
Yeah, I think the earthquake, the impending earthquake, is pretty scary because this one large gold mine he's got in the bottom of the map is going to be expired by the time Mythic Age comes in, and then the earthquake comes down on the top side of the map where the next gold mine for Kimo is, and
Nice push
Matreiuss can make
Mingle.
a really strong push. Yeah,
Actually slowing that
managing
down
to
quite a
stop.
bit.
Yeah, he actually managed to pretty much stop it. There's only a couple of cavalry over here, and there's the ceasefire as well. He wants the Migdal stronghold to stop. Oh, he's going to get the town center going up as well. That prevents that. He's not going to actually build it. So he's just sinking 700 resources into the town center for the time being, but he will be able to delete that, get those back. I'm just going to prevent this gold mine from being grabbed for even longer.
And there was a locust that got used during that time on the bottom right. It only killed like 2 or 3 vills right on that wood line, but I don't like that. I don't like this ceasefire.
It's I mean, what else do you use the ceasefire for apart from
Well, you use it.
stealing your town center?
Yeah, but he's not going to build it, so it's pointless. It's a waste of a ceasefire.
Well, he does have Aphrodite coming in, which is why he wanted to wait for the fight, wait for the attack. He can cast a curse on this army and then clearly win the fight.
But he still won't grant the town center.
Well, he doesn't need the town center. He wants the gold mine. Realizes if he can secure this gold mine for long enough, I mean, I guess Kimo can just move forward to this other gold mine here and secure that. But if he secures this side of the map, then the town center doesn't come for Kimo, and then it's going to be 3 town centers to 2 town centers for ages.
But there's no point even in delaying the Migdal because he already has a Migdal up, like for that ceasefire too. I don't like. I think that's a complete and utter waste of a ceasefire. It got him nothing.
Apart from time, it did get him to the heroic age.
But he wasn't on defense.
Without fighting.
He wasn't on defense, so he didn't need to use it.
Well, who knows? Currently, for some reason, Kimo's trying to fight this.
That's not a good idea.
No. But we do see the Posiedon getting dealt with right now by the Hippolyta. We're not attacking the rock though. Probably a mistake, but he's going to be okay. He's going to get that Posiedon killed anyways. The rock will fall. The market is about to be up. Delayed the market for a little bit there, which does slow down the Mythic Age. And there's the curse coming down. Picks off a bunch of these units. Oh my god, that's like 7 pigs or 8 pigs.
But there we got Osiris up.
But
it's going to clear that up.
Osiris comes in. And yeah, Matreiuss has to get out of there. Town Center comes up for Kimo.
And now he doesn't have ceasefire.
Yeah, that's big. And these buildings are all going to die as well. Even more resources lost. I'm kind of hoping that Matreiuss doesn't go Artemis here. I'm kind of hoping we see Hephaestus, because I don't think that Artemis is going to win him the game. He's going to need that extra food resources, in the Plenty Vault to compete with this Egyptian army.
Because he has time. The danger when you go Hephaestus is if you get pushed in early Mythic Age. He's got the time though.
Yeah, for sure. Now we have well, I don't know if he has time, and there's no siege weapons here. That's
what I mean.
That's the bonus for Matreiuss right now. He's gonna
Yo, what's up, Gregg?
He's just set in his ways, man. He's just set in his ways, and
army's getting shredded.
That's gonna hurt. And he's got no ceasefire now. Ceasefire would have been really good in this position.
It would have been, because the ceasefire bought him no time.
We've got some random villagers moving forward, getting spotted by that Hippolyta. And Kimo wants to put a Migdal stronghold. Kimo wants to put a Migdal stronghold up in Matreiuss's face. He wants this to be over now, which is a little bit risky. So we'll see if it works. We do see the watchtower has come up, so that's gonna help out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Kimo's sitting at 157 pop to 123 pop of Matreiuss, and maybe he's gonna have to use Earthquake to just pick off this forward Migdol. He can't even use it on anything significant. But some raids coming in onto these gold villages of Kimo.
The Lion, Hippolyta, Hippicon, Pacifist raid. I like it.
Yeah, but I don't think Kimo cares. His economy is really strong. He's already got trade going as well. And there is the Artemis. The Chimera spawns, but there's a mummy already over here to deal with it. Matreiuss controls that Chimera straight away, knows where to send it. He needs to pick off villages, that's the aim.
He's gonna use Earthquake on the top town center.
Yeah, surely. Well, if he picks off this location, he stops the mercenary, and he can stop this gold mine. He stops the top gold mine as well, and he also stops the trade route. So it's fairly significant in terms of damage. But all of these units are here. I'm confused why Kimo hasn't got up. Oh, there's the medium spearman. I was like, these have been normal spearmen for so long.
Right. Yes. Pointed out.
Considering what I said, like singing Kimo's praises last game about not building spearmen until he gets line upgrades, and now this time he's built like 20 or 30 spearmen, just normal spearmen.
They have nothing.
Not even been trading 1-for-1 with the Hippocon.
I don't. So maybe he's. I thought Earthquake could be used on that top town center. So no, he's gonna have to use it defensively, I think.
Yeah, I mean he's still doing damage to these gold villages, but like we said, these camel caravans, well, they don't have coinage yet, so
They don't.
They're not the best. But with the priest impairing, you still get a fair amount of gold from them. And
yeah,
you know he's struggling for gold right now, but he's at full pop, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, he's got full pop with all these 20 gold spearmen roaming around.
Yeah, well, there's the Earthquake. Picks off a lot of units here. The Son of Osiris is out as well, so maybe able to pick that guy off if you can get some units onto him as he's running away. That'll be big.
Gotta get him surrounded.
He's 100 HP, 111 HP. He's slowly getting poked away by militia. And it's looking like the Son of Osiris will go down now. That's huge. And Matreiuss is now getting out Heliopoli. That's going to help out quite a bit. And I'm feeling like Matreiuss has got a chance here to make a counter push, as his army is going to be really powerful. He's got the Polyphemus out, he's got Atlanta out, he's got Heliopoli out, a couple of Chimera, or one Chimera and an Nemean Lion. And move forward with these villages, build a fortress, doing all the good stuff.
The non-upgraded trade is actually hurting Kimo quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because he was substantially ahead.
Yeah, there's the coinage coming through. It's a 20% move speed increase, which is you can't overstate how good that is. Like, it just basically means you're getting 20% more economy, right? Is that?
Yeah, for your gold.
Is that fair to say? Or sorry, yeah, 20% more trade.
Yeah, it's
just because they move 20% faster.
You
think about it like that, like hand axe is basically the same cost, only gives you 10% more wood. So very strong.
Yeah. Matreiuss is teching up now. He was way behind in techs, but he's catching up.
Yeah, this is looking good for Matreiuss. I mean, there are champion chariot archers out, but there's nothing really out currently to deal with those Chimera, and there's only 2 monuments for Kimo as well. So he's actually going to have to start building priests to defend against this, and
he's got the resources.
Don't do that much.
He's got the resources to make 1 mummy. And Kimo's trying to slide in that. Yeah, he's got 26 favor, so he can do 1.
I'm at 20 minutes or 20, just about to be 21 minutes.
Yeah. He must have spent it on something else. Yeah, he did. What did he spend it on? Oh, he put up a Migdol or somewhere. Yeah, no. Yeah. Somewhere he put it. Because he did just have enough to make a mummy.
It's okay for Kimo at the moment. He's able to defend, push back. Matreiuss is just building forward at this point. Still sitting severely underpopped, and his trade route is only just starting, and he doesn't have coinage himself. Basically, once you get basically once you get 5 donkey caravans, you should be getting coinage,
Yeah.
because that's worth 1. If you got 5, they're 20% faster. 5 times 20, that's 100. They're 4. BoIt's math is on point.
And he doesn't have any military upgrades either. So he's going to have a hard time like pushing with Matreiuss with what he has right now. And as the game goes on, I would say it favors the Ra. And I don't see Matreiuss being able to push anywhere for now because his units are just so woefully unupgraded. I mean, we got medium hoplite and unupgraded Helipos.
Medium hoplite versus chariot archers and mercenary cavalry. But he's on top of this gold mine. He's still putting the pressure on. But I mean, Kimo's trade route is now really good. It's going to be consistently sitting at like 1,000 gold while spamming to trade, and then while spamming mercenary. So that's huge.
Matreiuss should finish walling off the middle so that he can keep Kimo back. I like these 4 chariots rating for Kimo in the top right.
I didn't even notice that. It's good, but you need to watch out for the town center. You want, whenever you're doing these raids, when you're not paying attention, you want to hit Alt S to make sure your chariot archers don't make their way into the town center, and then they can just sit on the in the spot, picking off villagers who are not being taken care of themselves.
Ooh,
It's a little bit of a micro trick.
Pharaoh's down for Kimo.
Yeah, for some reason building siege towers instead of catapult here.
Yeah, they tank damage.
They do tank damage.
But yeah, he'd rather probably kill the buildings than tank damage. But
yeah,
and Matreiuss got to fall back. Just the military upgrades.
But here's the thing: what Matreiuss has done here, and he does this so well with Poseidon. He's built these forward buildings here, and once these buildings go down, you just get those free militia. So it's basically like he spends like 100 wood and gets like 3 or 4 militia every single time they go down, and it helps him defend against the mercenary cavalry.
I feel like this comparison is good. I once compared the Poseidon militia to like a bunch of children, and like when you kill a fortress, it's like breaking a daycare center, and these kids just run around and ruin all your plans. I hate militia. Yeah. They're so annoying.
Well, they're so close to being a hoplite. They're basically a unupgraded, like a normal hoplite, not a medium hoplite or a champion hoplite. They're just like a normal hoplite. And once you get all the upgrades onto a normal hoplite, it's still pretty strong. If you have iron upgrades, it's still pretty strong.
Those chariots have killed a ton of villagers in the top right, or the bottom right.
Yeah, Matreiuss is just queuing villagers onto that location. That's why they're doing this. It's just like, Matreiuss, just deal with it, man. Just deal with it.
Yeah, 2 Hippocon.
Yeah, now Kimo is really taking control of this game, and it's going to be a slow push for Kimo, but I don't see him ever being in a position now that Matreiuss can push back, because he doesn't have the Colossus, and he doesn't have Plenty Vault to help out. And
he's praying with 19 villagers.
He's praying with 19 villagers, which means he's getting even less economy than you'd think.
That is kind of the unseen cost of Chimera, is the number of villagers that you need to have praying.
Yeah.
And then you don't have any economy. Like, he's just so behind economically, militarily, because behind economically.
Yeah. Oh, Kimo's drawing up a dock now. Maybe we're gonna be going for some transport.
Oh, I like it.
One of the small things about this map that we very rarely see is transport ship attacks onto the side town centers.
Well, Matreiuss got a dock too.
Yeah, there's many docks here. Always getting naval auxiliaries. I don't even know how to say that, but it's not going to be in range of anything. Just a waste of resources, but okay. You do you, Matreiuss.
Yeah, Matreiuss won't really get any value out of it. Kimo would probably be able to get Matreiuss's market, maybe. But, I mean, you could just rebuild it, like, fraction inland. This is a
Maybe
slow
also-
push.
Yeah. Like we said, like Poseidon, small children running at you. It takes a while to push through, but eventually they just die and it's done.
Not the kids, the militia.
Yeah, exactly. The kids die. Your analogy, not mine.
It is. It's accurate, though. I mean, once you have kids, you'll realize just how much they ruin your plans. And that's what militia do.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's a fact of life. But the kids are awesome. But anyway, this game, I think it is slipping away from Matreiuss.
Yeah, Matreiuss needs to figure out a way to get fully teched onto his military, and then also deal some damage onto this trade route. If you can't win this matchup here without killing this trade route.
Well, how in the world is he gonna do that? And Matreiuss just keeps fighting and fighting, and so he keeps losing units, which means he can't tech up.
Exactly. Yeah. He could fight. Maybe right where he's fighting now, in the middle of the map, 27 minutes and 25 seconds, away from these mercenary cavalry. And that's when he can start trading more efficiently. But he's content with just fighting these mercenary cavalry, and they last for a while, man. Nice and strong.
Picked off that mummy. But, and the priests are almost so useless against Chimera too. You might as well not make them.
Yeah. The 60% pierce armor and 800 HP means you need to throw like, I don't even know how many attacks on Chimera to do it. It's just like you actually probably do more damage with a champion chariot on a Chimera than a priest on a Chimera.
You might. The priests are just so useless.
And here's the militia coming in. This swarm of 14 militia. Secret of the Titans for Kimo being researched though.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and the comment in chat, this map you're right, can drag with where the town centers are. If they are all kind of back into the side. It's kind of like that back Savannah variant where it can just kind of stalemate for a while. Matreiuss trying to sneak some villies in the left.
Matreiuss has snuck some villies in the left, but he's not on top of it. What's he doing? Get them working, man. You need to be pushing while this is happening to distract as best as you can.
It's
hard some stables down.
It's hard to miss the bright red on the mini map.
Yeah, imagine if these were blue.
Oh man, they'd be blending
blue
right
villages.
Right into the water.
One of my
Kimo saw it.
One of my subscribers always complains about how you can't see blue villages on the map on water maps.
And then modify your game so there's no blue.
Yeah, if you're serious about it, you just go friend and foe colors, so then you're always the blue player. But
Matreiuss is getting.
He's right.
Matreiuss is getting his own Titan Gate as well. We could potentially see. Well, no, Kimo's still making mummies. We could potentially see some rock drops on the enemy Titan Gate. I don't think we're going to because of no favor for a rock.
Yeah. I think this is just going to be Titan. But Titan, potentially going to see Kimo go for a wonder here. Would not be surprised if we see a wonder for Kimo. Just because of how slow and tough it is to beat, to like kill a player like Matreiuss who's just spamming buildings. He's got Divine Blood. He doesn't have Divine Blood. What am I saying? Where's Divine Blood, man? Matreiuss. This is your playstyle, man.
Yeah, there is no Divine. You're right. Well, not Divine Blood. What's the other one?
Is that not what it's called? Let me see. Yeah, it's Divine Blood. 20% movement speed and 20% build rate.
Well, I'm thinking of the golden apples or whatever it is.
Yeah, golden apples is the favor increase. But it's been decided that that technology is not very good.
It's okay. Matreiuss doesn't have either.
Hey, thank you so much, KMC Bane, for the 500 bits. Appreciate that one, my friend. Been a long time coming, man. Thanks for the years upon years of solid content, man. Appreciate you. Had to say that one. That guy, what a nice human.
What a nice
Alrighty. Yeah.
Ooh, a transport ship on the top. Matreiuss sneaking in 3 vills.
For 2 really low HP villages. What is he going to do with these, though? What's he do? Chuck a fortress down?
There's no room.
In line of sight?
There's no room.
Oh no! He's in the black. He's in the black and he's going to chuck down guard towers. Ah, but Matreiuss is not. Kimo's seen it. He's got the mercenary out.
Well, Kimo has the relic that gives buildings more line of sight. That's actually an awesome relic, which is allowing him to see that.
Everything over here.
Like if he could put a lighthouse up, he would like see half of the map.
Yeah, you see, if you just go onto Kimo's perspective, you just see how much of the map he sees. He sees everything.
Yeah, he does. Well, not everything to title.
Oh, there's Matreiuss' tap out. Realizes he's got no chance here to win. Just going to be a grind against the clock.
Yeah.
It's a sad way to go.
Yeah, because you just see Kimo with following up with the Wonder, and Matreiuss he'd never be able to match that. He's also only at 117 pop at the end of the game. Matreiuss was just never quite able to solidify.
Yeah, I mean, if Matreiuss had just gone, how'd you say it?
Hephaestus?
Hephaestus. If Matreiuss had gone Hephaestus
and not wasted,
I think,
ceasefire.
Not well. I mean, yeah, that would have been important. Then he would have had full armory upgrades, which he doesn't have.
Oh.
He would have had more economy, which he doesn't have. He would have been able to support the Colossus spam to push through what Kimo's got. And you at least level the late game a little bit with having Colossus. Just because, like, a Chimera are good and all, but they don't really... They don't have any pushing power. They don't have pushing power with them.
And they
die really fast.
I mean, he was praying with 19 villies at one point.
Yeah. If you think about, and then you think about how much Plentyvault gives you, which is from memory, it's somewhere between 10 and 15 effective villages of gathering resources.
Yeah, around 9 to 10, I think.
Yeah. So then having 19 villages on favor while having Plentyvault is like only having 10 villages on favor, right?
Well, sure. 19 minus 9 is 10.
Exactly.
Anyway, the bad thing that I see for Matreiuss here is that we come up with our next 2 maps are Alfheim, which is a pretty good raw map, and then Oasis, which is some would say a pretty good raw map. So if he hasn't one of the first 2, he's gonna have to play out of his mind to win the next.
I think this is just another. I feel like this is just another example of Matreiuss kind of not playing to the map. Like both the first map on Frozen Waste, this map he had opportunities to be hyper aggressive, and we have not seen that, which is sad. But we should move on to the next game.
We should. Oh, and good to have Gregg in the chat and a few commentaries, people complaining about Egyptian. Red Man wants us to 1v1 to settle the differences over the ceasefire when we were going back and forth on that. But yeah, let's move on to game number 3. It's going to be on Alfheim. That's and game number 3 could be another long game, but eventually it would go in Ra's favor. But anyway, game number 3, Ravi Poseidon. On Alfheim, got the recorded game up. I've got my wrong overlay on. Let's fix that and go up. So, you ready to go?
Hey, I would love to grab a quick glass of water if that's okay with you.
Yeah. I'm alright with
quick second.
Hydration is important. Stenches of cigarettes, body odor, and dominance. What in the world? Oh, man. Oh, look at this back town center for Matreiuss. Alright, well, we'll wait just a sec for BoIt to get back. And... Oh, that... I don't have a problem with the way Matreiuss played the second game up until the waste of the ceasefire, and then that... I mean, I guess he had to use Artemis because he wasted ceasefire. But that first game, that was an opportunity Wade missed. But yeah, that second game, Kimo played that well. Fun to see that early aggression from the Ra. You very rarely see that. So that was cool to see. But are you ready to go? You got your water? See, I already had it with me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, well, let's get going on game number 3, Alfheim. What's up, JJ? Brady of the Titans? No, I don't think so. That's just a bunch of nonsense. Anyway, let's go. Good to have you on board, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and go!
What is going on, everyone? Oh, I have not updated the score, but that is totally cool. I'll do that after this. Playing the right side of the map in the blue color playing as Ra. His name is Kimo. Is playing today in the red color playing as Poseidon. His name is Matreiuss. JJ will take it over while I fix the score.
All right, yes, it is again Ra versus Poseidon. We see Kimo going with the very immediate monument, which tells me no hunting dogs for him. He's going to get husbandry right away and stay in his town. Probably go to town center, fast heroic with Ta. And Matreiuss does have a nice back town center, literally in watchtower range. But are we looking for hunt on this map? Alfheim can vary quite a bit in hunt, and it's okay hunt for Alfheim. Too amazing. Kimo scouting with his Pharaoh, looking for relics. He's got one that's going to be kind of useless. For him, proves the attack of Axeman. Ooh, the Matreiuss bow is out there. That'd be nice for him to find.
Yeah, that relic is actually really good for Matreiuss as well. It's just for the late game when you want to get out Toxotes to deal with chariot archers and spearmen. It kind of works much nicer when you have 17 range instead of 15 range. So comes in big handy. And we've got Pygmalion's statue as well, 40% villager hit points. In my opinion, the best relic in the game.
I wouldn't say best, but it's good. It is very good.
In my opinion. If you can keep your villagers alive, that is incredibly important.
They make Ra villies like absolute tanks. You get that relic along with Skin of the Rhino. But yeah, Matreiuss up against the he's got to win 3 in a row now, or he is out of the tournament. The loser of this match does get 4th place, so not bad at all. But I'm sure Matreiuss would not like to go out 3-0. So we start off with 1 game at a time, 1 win, and then maybe a 3rd win, and he reverse sweeps, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Matreiuss is a Poseidon player. He's had some real difficulties with Ra in this tournament, and I would have liked for him to maybe think about going a counter god here. Because a lot of people say Ra is not that good anymore because of all the nerfs, but Ra against Poseidon is clearly good for Ra when you have the Poseidon main playing against Ra players like Kimo and Joe and just getting crushed. I would have just liked to see him just have a pocket pick, have a pocket counter for Ra, I don't know, maybe a Loki might have been a way to go, or Uranus, or maybe even like pulling out an Isis or something like that. Or even Zeus is a good option against Ra as well. And you don't have to be very good with the civilizations, you just have to have a strategy which is good.
Yeah, I'd say Uranus would probably be the best chance to win, but I don't think Matreiuss plays Uranus or Atlantean at all.
No. But who knows? We'll see if he can pull this out here. Alfheim, one of those maps which is, generally speaking, Egyptian favored because you can get some really nice gold spawns. You can kind of see a nice gold spawn down the bottom next to that a deer, 8-pack of deer, right on the side of the map, nice and close to the hometown center of Kimo. Should be able to secure that one fairly easily.
And we've got the top gold mine too isn't too bad. But as far as strategy here, I would be amazed if Kimo doesn't do 2 town center, though I thought he would do that last game and went aggressive. I don't think he'll do that this game. And then the question would be, what does Matreiuss do to respond?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Matreiuss try a myriad of different strats here with the fast mythic off 2 towns, or fast mythic off 1 town center, and then the fast 3 town centers, and nothing's worked for him. So
with some adventurous walls like Kimo by his gold mine.
I like these walls. I love these initial walls. This prevents Theseus and Hippolyta from coming in and preventing this town center here.
Yeah, but I don't think those walls on the bottom are long enough to make a gate. He's gonna have to delete it.
But he doesn't need those walls. Those walls on the bottom are pointless.
Yeah, maybe he'll delete them. Maybe he already has.
I don't know. We have 5 minutes now. We see Hermes has come through. Second monument coming up, and it's Bast. Bast for Kimo.
This Kimo, he surprises me every time.
He's showing you for sure.
He is.
This is what I thought would be the strat on the first game, but
if all maps to go Bast on, it's the one where you don't hunt, you get husbandry. Interesting. Ooh. He might be doing this to style a little bit, seeing as he's up 2-0, and he's got Oasis next, so he essentially has almost a game he can throw away at this point. But yeah, up with Bast, that's different.
I'm not sure that I even consider going Bast against Poseidon styling. I think it's a legitimate and good strategy. But
it's good, but you won't see it.
But on this map, with the hunt, with not gathering hunt, not sure about it at all.
It's suboptimal, so that's why I think on this map, I think it's him styling. And we do see Matreiuss getting that top town center.
2 town centers against Bast is not correct. It's not correct. You need to get out. This needs to be semi-fast heroic to get out the Atlanta. Otherwise, the Sphinx will run you over. And we do see almost picking off a center here.
Almost. Ooh, nope. Quite.
He gets away with 16 HP. KMC Bane says, honk if you're horny for Hierarcho Sphinx.
The upgraded Sphinx are another one of those units that are pretty fun. You don't see them very often, though. Then we have rain.
Yeah, rain comes down. We have Cryo Sphinx. They're out, ready for some fun. They are speedy boys for sure. 5.3 speed, and they go up to like 6.0 speed or something when they have they're fully upgraded.
Yeah, the second one is
crazy.
Ooh, now does he go up with Hathor or Sekhmet?
Surely you go Hathor and get the Perfuse Joss and start spamming those out. I'm not sure why. Like, if he's doing this strategy, I would have preferred him to like not get the Cryo Sphinx upgrade and just spam Perfuse Joss and go for like the Eclipse play with like a bunch of Perfuse Joss and an army to grab that second gold mine. And
it's only 5 favor. Generally, I always, if I'm doing Bast, I always at least get that first upgrade.
Yeah, but Perfuse Joss is so cheap that the 5 favor actually.
Yeah, and you're right. Look at these vills. Look at Matreiuss building way forward with his vills.
It looks like finally Matreiuss is like, I'm going to be aggressive this game. I've had enough of this. I'm going to Gold Star. That's what I'm doing. Watch me do it.
He's walling off the top gold mine.
Yep. We started that wall up nicely. Everything's coming up. I'm at 8 minutes and 15 seconds. And we've got Matreiuss. He's looking at the bottom. His laborer's popped his head out, but he's going to be sent back into the base from Theseus. Getting slashed up. It's got to be painful, man. Getting hit that many times by a sword, and he's still living. He's still living. And there's the Hathor. There's the Posiedon.
Two Sphinx.
Yeah, you can heal these bad boys up. Oh, random Migdol stronghold going up next to the town center. This does nothing. I mean, he can't. I guess he can't really put it up outside of his base, but
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit of a precarious position. It is defended by the wall.
Yeah, he's got the walls there. Though they could. There is a hole in the top. They could theoretically run around.
Oh, Matreiuss with some poor micro here, losing a bunch of military units, but does pick off a villager there.
Okay.
He's probably gonna lose like.
Yeah, he picks off a village and loses all of that. That's totally not worth.
Yeah, well, he had 3 HP center, lost a Hippocon and a Toxote for a villager. Ouch.
And the one thing that, with all the forward building that you see from Matreiuss, is it does put a little bit of a hurt on the economy. I mean, he's got these 2 villas standing idle down by this cliff for so long now.
Yeah, but remember, stables become, let's all say it, militia. So it's you're spending your 100, or is it 85 wood for 3 militia there?
Yeah, but Kimo's not gonna break it anytime soon. He doesn't care. He's just gonna go to the top.
Man, he's making War Elephant for some reason. Looks like he's pretty keen on killing these buildings.
Yeah.
There's no other reason to build a War Elephant. Normally you see cavalry coming up, and I think Matreiuss is going to be happy to see the War Elephant.
Because he's doing so much walling on the bottom, which in the end is going to be just completely useless.
Yeah, well, here's the rock raids coming in. 1 Posiedon only inside of it. Gonna deal some damage. I'm probably gonna locust these farms or something. Yeah, he's gonna pick off 4 farms and not much more. So it's not the best use of locust. I don't think we've seen a single good locust from Kimo this entire series here. There are ways to use it well. Oh, he almost gets the Posiedon.
The ceasefire prevents the villies from getting at the gold mine. I like that.
That's nice. And they're going to be going for this bottom one. The stables, trying to build the stables around this gold mine as well. You can just ghost build around the gold mine. That's naughty. Is he going to do it? Or nah?
I don't think it.
He's not that. He's not that meta. Oh, he's going to go for the town center. That's smart from Kimo.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
So then just forget the top gold, because right now Matreiuss' entire army is on the top, so Kimo can just flip-flop now and go to the bottom. Yeah. And essentially you have kind of, again, a ceasefire with not a whole lot of value. I mean, you got maybe it caused some idle vill time for Kimo, but Kimo just switches sides.
Yeah, I think there was potentially some fear of the eclipse there, and not really having much he could do against it. But I don't think there was. I think Matreiuss could have just retreated.
Yeah, I think he could have.
And now the eclipse is going to come in and hit Matreiuss where it's going to hurt. It's like Kimo can kind of just decide where to attack now.
Matreiuss
not only that, Kimo's found another gold mine to gather from.
Matreiuss is trying to age up because he's going to need a 3rd hero for this army.
He's gonna need more than that. This is 6 myth units here, plus chariot archers to pick off your heroes. It's gonna be difficult. This is one of Poseidon's big weaknesses. This is one of Gregg's big weaknesses, which we don't see abused enough of, and that's mass myth units. And then you have 3 heroes. You cannot deal with it very easily.
Zeus does okay because of the stronger heroes.
Okay. Yeah, you get Olympus parentage, and you have Heracles and Odysseus and Jason. But,
Comedy's Hippocon running down to die, it looks like.
Yeah, we've got some raids coming onto the villages. The Sphinx chasing them, and They always going to have to use Eclipse, and it doesn't have to use Eclipse. That does use it, and that's going to be good for Matreiuss. He can just retreat away from these. The Sphinx will be able to get some damage done, but this is so much better than what could have happened. I would argue this is a bit of a waste here.
It is.
Kimo.
It is. He would have chased those away anyway. Depends if he can catch the Hippocon though in this corner.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of kills out of it, but it's just not as good as you possibly could have had there. Farah randomly moving in, looking for some relics to pick up, but chooses not to grab them.
Go for the relic steal.
Now he grabs it, and he wants the Pygmalion statue. Of course you do. You've already got the strongest villagers in the game. Why not get stronger ones?
Oh,
there's Aphrodite, and there's a dead Sphinx. That's one pick off there.
And dead Sphinx next to the hero that had 2 HP left.
Yeah, 20. Theseus is struggling. He's a poor soul.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a questionable eclipse. He could have actually gotten a lot more damage on those Hippocon. The Petsuchos kind of wandered in melee range on those Hippocon without actually shooting. Oh, we're gonna have Curse.
Matreiuss does have Curse. You're correct, but I don't think his army is strong enough to deal with these Petsuchos.
He's only got one hero technically, because the other one basically is dead.
Yeah.
Going up Artemis again.
Just broken. He wants to prove that Artemis is the way to go.
Well, I think here though,
in this game.
because Kimo with going up one town center Bast on this map, his eco isn't where it was on the other games, so I think you can here. I think you could potentially go for the Earthquake on the forward town center, and then a Gold Starve here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we still got these nice walls over here protecting this gold mine on the top and this whole top map. So an Earthquake to push through this top location is going to be really big. He's also always got the heavy Hippocon out as well. He's moving in a bit early, I think. I feel like he should be waiting just a little bit longer here before he gets his attack out. He's going to be losing a bunch of units here. This Juice just deals so much damage to that Nemean line. Actually managed to pick him off instantly there. The Curse comes down. Hippocon are onto the back of this army, picking off that Pharaoh nice and quick.
But not enough. He needs that other hero.
Yeah, he needs. Oh, she's coming in. Atlantis coming in. But he's lost a lot of Hippocon there. Just let's get his third town center up while this is going on, and gonna have to get out of there. And I think Kimo's happy at this point with that fight.
Yeah, that was
in that way.
It was a nice fight for Kimo.
Well, here's the Earthquake. Does a little bit of damage to the army. He's gonna pick off this town center. But where's the army of Matreiuss? What's he doing?
Well, it just died.
4 population, and Kimo is sitting at 138 population here. So do you not see? I mean, strong army though. Hippocon and Atlanta and Hippolyta are in here.
But the army died. Why attack?
It's a sad state of affairs, that's for sure. Nope, we do have Chimera to follow this up though. Chimera to follow this up. Prestigious are a little bit low. These Chariot Archers are going to die very, very fast. Villagers have to get back onto that town center. We've got a raid coming into this bottom with a couple of the Hippocon picking off these villagers. They are picking Malian villagers though with 91 HP, so it takes a long time to kill them off. And Atlanta is rejoining the army. This town center is going to be going up. The priest to empower it is going to help out a lot here. To do that. Oh, the nice little burn of the villagers here.
Kimo just...
You see this.
I think this might work for Matreiuss.
Yeah, this is looking good.
Because
the priest does 10 damage a hit on the Chimera. It's like nothing.
So we've got just unupgraded, essentially, Chariot Archers against heavy Hippocon.
Yeah, this is a big difference from all the other games we've been seeing, like medium Hippocon against champion Chariot. These heavy Hippocon, they do work and they're super important. You're arguably seeing Matreiuss kind of just walk all over this Ra establishment, this Ra gold mine, and Kimo, he's got no resource in it. He's got like 1,800 wood and 0 gold.
I think he is gonna be gold starved.
Yeah, I don't see him winning this anymore. He is in a pretty decent position, but he's just wasted the eclipse. Didn't get enough damage done with it.
Yeah, he also probably could have just pushed through and killed that stable at some point on the top, so that he kind of could
Yeah,
have
especially with the.
access.
I mean, he could have done it. He can still do it now. Like, send 21 villagers in.
Yeah.
He's got Pygmalion's statue. He's got the skin of the rhino.
I think it's too
pretty
late
fast.
at this point, though.
Yeah,
He's lost too much.
definitely. Kimo's still battling it out though. Still trying to get this town set up. If he gets it up, he gets a little bit of breathing room. I don't think it's going to be enough. Even if he did get it up, and there's no way Matreiuss lets him here. He's got too much. Matreiuss, who's at full pop here, his economy is starting to kick in with the upgrades coming through. And the town center has been stopped. All the villages have been picked off.
Kimo at 88 pop. And 96 now. But yeah, unupgraded chariots against heavy Hippicon.
Yeah, and Matreiuss throws down a fortress just to put his stamp of approval on this game. Needs to get out those Heliopoli, just finish pushing.
Kimo could probably just resign here and save us some time.
Yeah, he's trading that excess wood for some stuff, trying to get out some spearmen. Pick off these Hippicon, but even with the heavy spearmen, like heavy Hippicon against heavy spearmen is basically the same as unupgraded spearmen against unupgraded Hippicon, right? And we all know that they don't even trade 1-for-1. So
No. It'd be nice to see the Pierce armor upgrade for these Hippicon, though. I mean, they're facing pure chariots. But
yeah,
villagers
are coming in. These are beefy villagers. So
they are.
Kimo's abusing that Pygmalion statue. And town center now going up for Matreiuss. Ford Temple to get out some more Chimera.
The Hippicon just kind of disappeared there against all the vills.
Yeah. And for some reason, Matreiuss has got no food economy coming in to pump out those Hippicon. This is a Villager Ragnarok if I've ever seen it.
Raw Ragnarok.
Yeah. But picking off this fortress just means he has to fight militia. And I think the militia are about as strong as these laborers. So even if he picks off the fortress here, like,
oh, the Chimera.
A big army that comes in. So many Chimera here, just roasting. Bunny Hopping says Ragnarok. Ragnarok. That's
right. Right.
And there's the town center up for Matreiuss, and Kimo decides to tap out. GG!
Well, hey, it's not a 3-0. All right.
Matreiuss shows he's he can beat the non-tar playstyle of Kimo here. Very good. I don't know what to say here other than I think if Kimo had utilized his Eclipse better, he would have done some damage. But because he did no damage with the Eclipse, it's like, well, now you've got no aggressive god powers anymore, and you've been playing an aggressive you're playing an aggressive strategy. You're not gonna, so it's just
once the Eclipse push is out of the game, then it becomes really good looking for Matreiuss there. So Matreiuss 2-1.
Yes. A keen flame. We have a series on our hands indeed. Shall we move on to the next game?
Just hold. Give me a sec. I'm looking at my time. I have to work in the morning. It's. Maybe I will finish my end of this another night. And you can take it on solo the rest of the night.
I've never been more sad.
Oh, you probably have been. But I will probably, seeing it maybe potentially just 2 games left. Well, obviously 2 games, maybe 1, but I gotta be at work in the morning yet. I gotta wake up at 5, and it is 10:16 now. So I will probably call it a night.
Far enough.
And then I will finish these up another night. And you can finish them up right now if you want. I mean, whatever you want. I don't control your life.
I don't know, don't you?
No, I don't. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys, probably those of you watching on the Twitcher, can head on over to I Am BoIt stream.
Come and join me.
Put that, or if you want to wait, yeah, I will do these games at some point pretty soon. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe another time. We'll find out. But yeah, we're stopping at a 2-1 with Oasis and then Arctic Craters. So, Oasis is going to be tough for the Poseidon. Now, I feel like Kimo kind of trolled just a little bit that game. I think this Oasis, he will go back to normal game style. And he kind of shredded Matreiuss the first 2 games. It's going to be tough for him. And the question is, who is Bill Gregg? Bill Gregg is the person who the tournament is named after. So there you go. He is as awesome as you want him to be.
Yes, he is. He is. What's the V for Vendetta quote?
I don't know. I am not sure.
I feel like I need to find it now. Don't worry about it. It's gonna take me too long.
Alright. And hopefully my stream quality is okay. I'm still dropping. It's not. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I mean, it shows some drop frames. But anyway, I am gonna go to bed, and we will maybe finish these 2 games up for me tomorrow night. Otherwise, you guys can tune along with BoIt and watch the end with him. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks BoIt for joining me, and I will see you guys later.